Hi guys, welcome to Gomak. I want to say I'm so grateful for your support this far, and today we want to make this beautiful handbag. It's very easy to make and it's very repetitive, so stay tuned as we begin. So you need your yarn. I'm going to use 2 strands, but this is a 50-gram robbin yarn and my 3.5 millimeters hook, and we are good to go. You also need a pair of scissors and some stitch marker. So to begin, we are going to make a knot as always, and this is how I do mine. We are going to make 60 chains. We are going to make 60 chains. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you continue making your chains until you have 60 of them. So this is my foundation chains of 60, and now on to row 1. We are going to go into the second stitch from the hook, and I'm going into the back loops. We are going to make a slip stitch through the back loop. Here we go, and make the second slip stitch through the back loop, third, fourth, until you have 9 slip stitches. Remember, I am going into the back loop. You can go into the front loop. There is no problem with that. There is no problem with this row 1. Are we together? So continue making this until you have 9 of them. So these are my 9 slip stitches, and into the last slip stitch I'm going to place a stitch marker. At this moment I don't have one, so I'm just going to use a different color of yarn. For easy identification of the stitch. Please do not assume this stage. Ensure you have your stitch marker or a different color of yarn. Then into the next stitch we are going to make single crochet. So this is the first single crochet. We go and make a second single crochet. So make your single crochets until you have 41 of them. So remember, we began with 9 slip stitches, and now in the middle we are going to make 41 single crochets. Remember, I am going into the back loop. Already done with the 41 single crochets, and now the remaining part, you should remain with the 9 chains. If you have counted so well. So we are going to make another single crochet. Are we together? So this is the first single crochet I've just made, and into it I'm also going to insert another stitch marker. I told you I don't have one, but I have a different color of yarn, and that is what I'm going to use. So we place a stitch marker into the first slip stitch. Are we together? So meaning I've remained with 8 to go. So you should have 9 slip stitches at the beginning, 41 single crochets in the middle, and 9 slip stitches at the end of your foundation chain. I hope we are together. So make your slip stitches until you come to the end of the row. If you're new here, welcome. It's not too late. We're uploading tutorials, and I try as much as possible to be so clear for you to understand. If you have any concern, just hit my inbox or comment down below, Anything you have to say, please put it in the comment section and I will gladly go through it. So this is me coming to the end of the row. This is me coming to the end of the row, making my slip stitches in the last portion of 9 chains. Right together in the last portion of 9 chains, I should have 9 single crochets, slip stitches at the end of the row. So this is it. This is how it looks like. So we are going to chain 1 and turn. We are going to chain 1 and turn into the same stitch, go into the back loop and make a slip stitch. This way we go into the same chain, but remember through the back loop, and you're going to make a slip stitch. So the next stitch we will make a slip stitch again. So continue doing this until you come to where you have your stitch marker. I'm here, so the stitch marker is the previous row, so I'm going to just change it now to the current row. This will help you to know where you stopped at doing your single crochets, and you don't have to always count it when you have your stitch markers. You definitely know when you've come where your stitch marker is, you have to change to single crochet. That's why I say do not assume this part. So into the next you're going to make single crochet all through. Make 1 single crochet in each stitch until you are done. So make single crochets through the back loops, until you are done. So remember, we are going into the back loops through this project. Remember, we are going through the back loops throughout this project, and I'm going to make a row of 41 rows, total of 41 rows. So this is it. I've done 20 with the brown color and 20 with the blue color. You can make it using a single color, it's okay. The way you choose it, it's okay. But remember, the last row is made of single crochets only. I hope you have heard that. The last row is made of single crochets only. Ensure you have 41 rows in total. 41 rows in total. And the 41th is a row of single crochet. So you're just going to join the sides and make our cord, or the handbag handle. I don't know how you call it. Is it the handle or the cord? Yeah, so let me just chain 1 and cut off my yarn so that we begin working on the cord. So we are going to make our cord in brown, and I'll begin with the knot, and then I'm going to make 4 to 5 chains. So this depends. If you want it to be a thick one, you can increase the number of your chains. If you want to be thinner, just make little number of chains. Are we together? And then I'm going into the first. I've made 5 of them. I'm going into the first chain, and I will make a slip stitch. Through the first chain. I'll make a slip stitch through the first chain. Into the next, I'm also going to make a slip stitch. So you don't necessarily have to go into the back loop, but this I'm going into the front loops. So the trick here is do not skip any chain. For you to have uniform thickness, do not skip any chain. So just go round and round in every chain or stitch and make a slip stitch. Go round and round making a slip stitch, but do not skip any chain or stitch. So continue doing this until you have your desired length of the cord. So I've done some, and this is where I am at, and it's coming out so pretty. So I'm going to just continue. This is how we are doing it, making slip stitches in every stitch. As you can see, I'm not skipping any stitch. Just go into every stitch making a slip stitch, and you will have your cord so beautiful with uniform thickness, and it's so strong, you will like it. So this is what I have so far, and now our work's just now to join the cord to the bag and do some little adjustment, and we are done. So let me chain one and then cut my yarn. I'm going to chain one and cut my yarn, chain one, and then instead of cutting it, let us just weave it in. So using a darning needle, and you just go in the cord, just go into the cord and weave it in, weave the endings in as I am doing it. So this is how I weave in my endings. This is how I weave in my endings. So do it a couple of times and then just cut the yarn. If you have come to this far, I must say thank you so much for staying tuned and for watching this tutorial. I'm so glad that you reached this far. If there is any concern, please let me know. So weave in the other end and just come back so that you can attach it to our bag. So I've already joined this side and it's so beautiful. So let us see how I joined the two sides. So I'm going to use color brown because I'm joining the brown side. Or is it chocolate? Yeah, it's chocolate. So I'm going to go into one side of the bag and also go into the other side of the bag and just pull my yarn and you shall see the results, guys. I really like this joining, comes out so beautiful. And the good thing about it is that you can use either side to be your wrong side or the right side. Yeah, you can use either side to be your right side. So let us continue. This is how I do join my project. Just look at what I'm doing and you'll be good to go. You'll never regret. You never use another method. This is the best I've used so far. And I like it that way. So let us join this until we are done. Let us join it until we are done, and then I'll show you how to join the cord to the handbag. So this is it, so beautiful. I really like how it comes out. I really like the outcome. So let me show you one more last time before we continue. This is how we do it. See the way it is, and also the inside, it's actually the same. That's why I said you can choose either side to be your right side. So at the end of it, we're just going to insert our needle. We are just going to go inside. We don't want to cut our yarn from the right side. Actually, I'm joining the two on my right side, so I didn't mention that. So we are just going to close it up and cut our yarn. We are going to close it up from the inside and cut our yarn. We are going to just make sure it is firm, doesn't come out, and yeah, we cut it off from the back. So let us cut our yarn and just make it more secure, and we are good to go. I hope so far you've learned one or two things from this tutorial, and if there is any concern, please hit my inbox or comment section. I'll be glad. I will be glad. So this is what I have so far. This is what I have so far. So pretty, so beautiful. It's looking so good. So let us join our cord now. I'm going to use these two, and it's very simple. Just look at what I do and you'll be good to go. I've already joined the other side, and this is how I do it. Just pass it through the cord. Ensure it goes through both sides of the cord, and then attach it to the bag. Simple. So at the joining point is where I'm going to go into the joining point. So you see, you fold it this way and then you pass it through. Very simple, very simple, very simple. This way, you see, and then you just you have your handbag ready. So just a little decoration. I'm going to make a pom-pom in blue and in chocolate. So I have this pom-pom. Let me show you how we do a pom-pom. I know you already know how to make a pom-pom. It's one of the basic things you learn when you are a beginner, and I know most of us are aware, but in case you don't know, this is how I do mine. I just wrap the yarn around my fingers, and when I have the desired the desired size, I just use my darning needle. Then I'm going to pass it through my fingers this way, and this makes it so simple to tie the knot. Yeah, if you understand what I'm talking about, this way. And then you have your first step done. So easy. Just then take it off your fingers, and make sure it's tight, very tight. Ensure it is very secure. It doesn't run. Ensure it is very secure, and that is what I'm just trying to do. And when you are done, you just trim off the excess until you have your desired size. So let us cut our yarn. As you can see, I'm leaving an ending. Ensure you have some yarn left. Then cut the other side also. Cut the other side and trim until you have your desired size. Trim it until you have your desired size. So take your time so that you can have the best result. Take your time so that you get the best results. No hurry. And this is what I have. And I don't know where to place it, but I'm going to just do some magic. I'm going to use my darning needle and use the excess ending yarn to just attach it to the bag. Actually, that is what I did. And because I have two colors, one is going to go to the chocolate side and the chocolate one will go to the blue side. Yeah, you can even place the pom-poms on your cord, just anywhere to make the bag more beautiful and more attractive. And yeah, if you have a zipper, you can also make a zipper. If you have a button, use a button. If you have anything to close it up, just use it. But this is the basic of it all. You already have the handbag, and yeah, the others you can adjust them and just make it more secure and more beautiful. So this is what I do. Instead of just making a knot end, I prefer weaving it in and cut it off. Weave it in and then cut it off. Weave it in and then cut it off. Yeah, it's more secure that way. So toodles, here is our handbag. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you've learned anything, please hit my like and share. Thank you for watching, and bye.